Shalom, Ma'at Hotep. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. My name is Vicky Dillard, and I'm a very proud contributor right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, the network for melanated women just like you. Shout out to our brothers that's in the digital building as well, holding it down. We're so pleased that you and the world have joined us today. I'm typically here weekdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Sometimes I go a little early, but I'm so grateful that you've joined us today. Make sure that you subscribe, that you hit the notification bell as well. That way, if I do go at a little different time, you'll be notified when they do send out the notifications. Not only my show, but also some of the other queens here on this network. A little bit of housekeeping before we get ready to get into our topic today. Beloved family, we're dealing really with a sequence in terms of this attack. Open attack on our beloved nation. And so I'm going to give you the latest, and it involves our brother Charlemagne the God. It involves Nick Cannon. And we know that it also is an extension of the attack that has been ongoing for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. But I want you to listen to this here in just a moment, okay? We're getting ready to get into it, beloved. On the count of three, for those of you that haven't, please hit the thumbs up button. Get ready to please hit the thumbs up button and make sure that you like, share, subscribe. I said that. And check out our store at shopfnq.com. That's shopfnq.com. Are you ready? By the way, if you're watching us on one of our other platforms, when I count to three, I also want you to like and share and follow on one of the other platforms. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. We're so pleased that you are with us today. Thank you, dear family. Also, I want to invite my Instagram family to get ready to come on over to FlyNubianQueenTV.com Instagram. Get ready to come on over to FlyNubianQueenTV.com because I'm going to need to use this device here in just a moment. Thank you so very much. By the way, you can follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard. Yes, Sharice, I see you, beloved, and I got it on. Follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard. Thank you all for your kind compliments. Mwah. I certainly appreciate it. Let's get ready to get into it. As you all well know, I did a show yesterday about a couple of hit pieces that certain publications from the dominant society wrote against some of our kings. And they were accusing them of attacks on their religion. Of course, we dispute the veracity of those claims. We say that they're lying. We say they are not telling the truth. And certainly we provided some evidence to you yesterday of the lie that they are telling. But there is a reason that this is going on. And it's been happening time and time and time and time and time again. Shout out to you, Nova. So let me give you the latest. So you know I did a show on them attacking Minister Farrakhan this week. They turned around and we know attacked Nick Cannon, right? We did a show talking about them attacking on yesterday. Who did I mention? P. Diddy, Ice Cube, Minister Farrakhan, and Nick was also in that group yesterday. Now they've added Charlemagne the God to the list. I submit to you, dear family, this stinks to high heaven. And they are not being covert They're not even being secretive about what they're doing right now. And so the fact that they are being so explicit and so obvious with the attack on us, you've got to say what's behind this. And more importantly, you must protect yourself. You must protect our nation, our people. Somebody talk black to me. Thank you, beloved. Odd job. He says, you're easily one of the greatest of all time. Keep going. Thank you. You're so kind. Watch this. So I want to read to you an excerpt from another hit piece that's come out. So it's been almost every single day, multiple articles attacking black men. Now you will remember this week, I warned Charlemagne the God because Charlemagne said that he believed that Nick Cannon should apologize for telling the truth. Somebody talk black to me. You all know that I disagreed. I love our brother. I have no personal attacks against Charlemagne the God or against Nick Cannon. But you all understand that during this time of war, we need strong black masculinity. Why? Because our men are born to do two primary things, really three. Certainly to lead, but in terms of the family, in terms of the nation, to provide and to protect. I go hard for our men because if they are weakened, we are all at risk because they're supposed to be our protectors. Somebody talk black to me. So this is the reason why you see this peculiar attack on black men. It does not mean they aren't attacking women. That's not what that means. But I'm trying to let you know the reason it's an onslaught against them is because they're meant to be the providers and the protectors, not only physically, if necessary. And you all know we don't believe in being the aggressor and in unnecessarily starting drama. But you are supposed to defend what is yours. But one of the ways you also defend is through your intelligence. It's through your good judgment. It's through your example. Oh, baby, we're holding court today. So let me read to you the latest. Instagram, I want you to get ready to come on over to flynewbqueentv.com because I need to read from this device. Mwah. See you in a minute. By the way, family, follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Would you do that? Let me complete this post with our dear family. Shout out to Hugh Herbert for your gift. We see another soldier in the war. We salute them, Vicki. I salute you. We will lose some battles, but not the war. That's right, beloved. And forgive me, family, for the others that are giving. I bless your gifts 1,000-fold. I'm posting this to invite our other folk into the podcast. Again, family, we want to encourage you to like, share, subscribe, and thumbs up, thumbs up. By the way, family, we want you to text the word Queens to 31996 so that you're able to receive phone notifications when we go live. Now, this is important because that's us being in direct contact with you. You see what I'm saying? Because you all know sometimes, especially with my show, they don't always, sometimes I've told you all reach out to me in all kinds of on several of my social media platforms to tell me you can't see my show sometimes it appears shadow banned. A lot of times they don't even send out notifications. So make sure that you text the word Queens to 31996 so that you're able to receive phone notifications when we go live from time to time. You know, often folks say, well, we need to have our own platforms. Let me say something to you about that. Number one, we do have our own platforms in other ways. Shout out to the Final Call newspaper. That's a print and digital news publication that is 100% owned and is the largest Black-owned, 100% Black-owned news publication that's been around longer than a whole lot of these other publications that gives you news regarding America specifically aimed at the Black man and the Black woman and around the world. print publication, and digital newspaper. That's Final Call. These are other types of platforms. We also have blaggenuf.com. The link is in the chat. Spell BLAGGENUF. That's a play on the word black enough, but it's Blag Enough. That's like a social media Facebook type platform. It's black owned, but we are doing that, and we are here as well because this is where you are. We want to reach as many people as possible. So when you text Queens to 31996, that's us being able to be in direct connection with you. We'll be able to shoot you out a notification there to tell you, hey, see Vicky over here at this place, or check us out on our website at flynubianqueen.com. That's our website, by the way. That's another platform, flynubianqueen.com. Somebody talk black to me. I'm a spiritual person too. I believe what's written. And one of the things that's written, y'all may not understand this right now, but I'm going to say it anyway. One of the things that's written is that the kingdom of God, is that of the wealth of the wicked. Y'all, Lord have mercy. It's written in the Bible that the wealth of the wicked is laid up for what? Shout out to you, Erica, for your gift. Queen V looking lovely. My deputy friend is trying to get the female inmates in a room to air your show. She's trying hard. Oh, wow. Bless her. And I'm asking that the Creator blesses her and favors her, even through the difficulty. Even through the difficulty, let her continue to try to do that. And if they want to reach out to me directly, beloved, go to my website at missvickytv.com. I'm sure my moderator will put the link in the chat. missvickytv.com. Send us a contact information, and maybe they can directly get me to come in digitally, and I'll be happy to address the prisoners there as well. What an honor. Now let's get to it, Black family. I've talked enough. I want you to listen to this. Thank you for your patience with that housekeeping. So many people say, get your platform. There are different kinds of platforms. Are y'all hearing me? But this whose planet is it, family? I'm going to let you fill in the blanks. When I say whose planet, it doesn't mean we don't share it with other people. I'm saying who are the originators? Who are the mothers and fathers of civilization? Who are the builders and the creators of civilization and mathematics who shared this knowledge and this treasure with the rest of the world? Who is that? So since it's ours, we have the opportunity, and we should be limited in no way to try to take advantage of every area where we can amplify our voices. Wherever my people are, that's where I want to be. We can be on this platform. We can be on several of our other platforms that's watching us right now as well. But we also can build our own at the same time. Somebody talk black to me. And I just gave you a couple of black-owned platforms that you can connect to. That's online, and what else? That's offline. Enough preaching, Vicky. Let's go. So I came across this piece. Watch this. I came across this piece. Again. This article is from Newsweek, family. And this is what it's titled. It says, Nick Cannon ashamed, because that was the word that Nick Cannon used in his second apology. It says, Nick Cannon ashamed over anti-Semitism as Charlemagne the God doubles down. Now, again, we reject the idea that he actually was that. We don't agree that that's true. Black family, just because somebody says that something is true doesn't mean it is. Is that right? Especially when we think about those who are white supremacists. Is that right, family? If you are not a white supremacist, then you're not who I'm talking to. Is that right? If you're not a white supremacist, then you're not offended. This was just written yesterday. Yes. So listen to what this one says. It says, Nick Cannon has apologized for hurtful and divisive anti-Semitic remarks, as Fox has confirmed he will not be fired from his hosting job on The Masked Singer. Despite his remorseful stance, y'all watch this, despite his remorseful stance on his anti-Semitic comments, notice how they keep on saying that lie over and over again. Cannon is being supported by radio host Charlemagne the God, who has said that the backlash proves Jewish people have the power. Now, let me be clear. I want to give a disclaimer on behalf of the network that I'm on. The disclaimer is that some of the language here does not necessarily mean, and some of the opinions that I express does not necessarily mean they're the specific opinions of the network. Somebody talk black to me. You all know that black folk especially have shown nothing but an extraordinary capacity to do what? Love everybody. We're the only people that you know that walks amongst our killers and say, we forgive you. And say, let us just drink out of the same water fountain. And say, let's just go to the same toilet and we'll consider that to be success. I need somebody to talk. So we reject the false labels. We reject people trying to accuse us of things that are not true. So that's not true. I'm going to keep saying that. But watch this. It goes on to say, Viacom CBS severed their ties with Cannon following the disparaging remarks. I'm skipping. It's going on and on and on about stuff that they're alleging that Nick Cannon said. Now they're going in on Charlemagne the God. It says Charlemagne the God. They got a nerve here. Watch this. I don't want y'all to think I'm making it up. Look what they said. You know I'm not lying. Charlemagne the God, whose real name is Leonard Larry McKelvey. What do you think they're doing when they do that? Ain't that something? They putting out his government name now. Y'all better pay attention. Charlemagne the God, whose real name is Leonard Larry McKelvey, discussed Cannon's firing from Viacom CBS on his show, The Breakfast Club, where he defended the actor by further perpetuating the trope that they control the media. They're quoting him now. Listen, this is what they're quoting. They're quoting what Charlemagne the God said on his radio show. You all know what he said, right? Listen, Nick is my guy. I hate it had to be him, but that's what you can do when you have the power. That's what he said, y'all. They go on with more things that Charlemagne said, which you all know because I played it for you. But I want you to focus on the first thing that they say there. They're mad because Charlemagne the God says that they have the power. So because Charlemagne said that, they're demanding now that he apologize. Do you all remember what Charlemagne advised Nick Cannon to do? Remember, Charlemagne told Nick Cannon that he should apologize. I don't agree with that. I told you that Charlemagne, in my opinion, was wrong to advise Nick Cannon to apologize for telling the truth. We know that Nick Cannon did not say anything evil against anybody. They're trying to misinterpret what he said. He spoke the truth, right? But Charlemagne said in that same interview that Nick Cannon should apologize. Now they're turning on Charlemagne, who told Nick Cannon to apologize. So the question is, what's behind this? Shout out to you, Game, for your gift. Vicky, you are a gorgeous milk chocolate goddess. I adore you so much. I love you, beloved. Thank you for your kind words. You all are saying such kind things. You got me blushing all through the chat, in the super chat. And I want you to know, y'all DM me, you comment on my social media platforms. I want you to know I see it. Thank you for your kind words and your compliments. I get dressed for you, family. I do this for you. Thank you so much. But listen. Charlemagne is the one who told Nick to apologize. And even though Charlemagne told Nick to apologize, they don't care about the fact that he told Nick to apologize. They're mad because Charlemagne is acknowledging that black folk are powerless in comparison to them. Charlemagne was not being disrespectful of a religion, was he, family? At the end of the day, he's acknowledging that members of the dominant society have more power than we do. Why are they still mad at Charlemagne, even though Charlemagne is the one who said that Nick should apologize? May I say something to you today? May I say something to you? Let me tell you something. This is not denigrating a people or a religion. I want you to focus on the attack against black people. Don't get sidetracked with them trying to get us to latch on to all these labels that they're shoving down our throat, trying to say, black folks, you're anti this, you're anti that, black folks, you're anti this, you're anti that. They're trying to use all of those labels to hide white supremacy. Somebody talk black to me. Thank you, beloved. We're not even going to acknowledge those labels that they force on us. They're hiding behind anti-black racism. That's what we're focused on. We are anti-black racism. 1,800 plus people in the chat. Welcome to the Vicky Show. We're so pleased that you've joined us today. Come on in, giving us the thumbs up. Please liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you so very much. Family, I regularly say those kinds of things because social media means people are coming in and out. So give me your patience when we do that. We're using alternative media and we're building and we're growing our people one step at a time, one brick at a time. So when you like, share, and subscribe, when you at the bottom of your screen hit the share button and you copy it and you share it out on your social media platforms, don't you know that you are increasing and elevating and strengthening the voices of black media? Somebody talk black to me. So now that I've read that article, even though I was mad at Charlemagne the God for all the condensation, can I get some dew in the chat? Can I get some raindrops in the chat? Y'all know I don't appreciate Charlemagne telling someone to apologize for speaking the truth and him apologizing for doing what? For doing nothing. Now, the very one that's telling our men to apologize, they're attacking you. What do you think? How many times have I told you, black family? A Southern adage that I grew up hearing. Not even a Southern adage, just some instructions that I remember specifically hearing because I was born and raised in Mississippi. They always told you that if a rabid dog tries to get near you as if he's going to attack, the last thing you're supposed to do is what? It's to show fear. Even a dog doesn't show respect for a coward. I need you to hear me today. Even a dog doesn't respect a coward. When a dog senses fear, it makes him not less likely, but what, family? It makes him what? More likely to attack. Watch this. And when you take off running, y'all play too much. I want you to see the principle. When you take off running because you're afraid, what happens? But when you begin to engage that dog and you're fearless, and you stand still, somebody talk black to me, and you face God today, you face that thing, instead of you running away, he'll flee. You don't back down. I said, Lord have mercy, Vicky, stop screaming. I said, you don't back down. Because people are coming in, rushing in on you, doesn't mean I'm the one that's supposed to move. God, today, who do you think you are? Is what I'm saying. As a black woman in black society, this is what I'm saying today. Y'all play too much. This is who I'm saying today to those who are trying to control our speech, those who are trying to censor us. Who do you think you are? So when Nick apologizes, when Terry Crews apologizes, when Van Jones repeatedly and consistently cries, when Bakari Sellers on CNN doesn't shed a tear, but uncontrollably wails on national television in the face of white supremacy. I love you, Killer Mike, but Killer Mike, when the microphone and all the lights and cameras were on you, beloved, during Holy Uprising in Atlanta, Killer Mike, you can't have a name like Killer Mike and come on. You can't have a name like Killer Mike and start crying in the middle of warfare like that. I believe in a man that is emotional with his woman in private. Be a lamb with your woman, brothers, but you got to be a lion in the face of opposition in your bedroom chambers. But when you are facing our open opposers and those who want to see us destroyed, you got to be strong and very courageous. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. 2,100 plus of you in the chat. We're so pleased that you were with us today. Listen, that's not all. On Twitter, y'all better follow me on Twitter at Dilla Vicky. I'll be giving them the business on Twitter, y'all. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicky. Follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicky. But that's not all. I want to talk about these Epsilon males. What y'all know about these Epsilon males? God, today. Jonathan Greenblatt. This is another man in another organization that has shown extraordinary, that has attacked black men and black organization on a regular basis. Jonathan Greenblatt of the ADL. He tweeted this yesterday. He just recently tweeted this. Jonathan Greenblatt said, "What happened with Nick Cannon is a teachable moment. Instead, Charlemagne pushes a dangerous and age-old anti-Semitic trope. Nick Cannon held himself accountable. Charlemagne the God needs to do the same." Jonathan Greenblatt, this anti-black man and anti-black organization, is demanding that Charlemagne the God submit and apologize. I'm going to say it again. Did you all text the word Queens to 31996? Somebody else just said that they received a notification from there. Text the word Queens to 31996. Watch this. He just said at the end, Nick Cannon held himself accountable. Charlemagne the God needs to do the same. Do you see, black family, how they're telling us to get down, to humble yourself? Do you see how they're openly trying to weaken us? Do you remember the picture that I showed you yesterday? This is the news. This is the cover for the Daily Beast. This is who they put on front of the Daily Beast yesterday. They're attacking all of our men. Every day this week, I have given you some kind of a story where white mainstream media is trying to buck break black men. They're trying to weaken them. Watch this. Watch this. I'm going to read it again. Of course, I had, put my 2 cents into this Jonathan Greenblatt character, this camper. I responded to this little camper, Jonathan Greenblatt. Nick Cannon held himself accountable. Charlemagne the God needs to do the same. You'll see the link at Dillard Vicky on Twitter. How dare you? Who do you think you are talking to? They're telling grown men, y'all, who've built empires for mostly white people. It's their genius. It's their magnetism. It's their resources that made those organizations a lot of money. And they're telling them Nick Cannon held himself accountable. Charlemagne the God needs to do the same. Charlemagne is the one who told Nick in that same interview, apologize. Do you see how they turn on you, black man, when you show weakness? When you don't stand firm? It reminded me of something. It reminded me of something. Somebody told me about a tweet that Nick Cannon sent out the other day, and I responded to it. And a lady said on Twitter to me, Vicky, I don't think that your response, was right, because Nick tweeted about how y'all can have this planet. And so some people said that they thought Nick was having a mental breakdown or something. And somebody said, well, I think Nick Cannon might be suicidal because Nick is tripping now because Nick says now the black community is turned on him. Did you all hear about that? Well, Nick has tweeted about that last night, basically about how he didn't think things could get worse. So now Nick is tripping because he's saying the black community has turned on him. And then Nick sent another tweet out talking about y'all can have this planet. I didn't dog out the brothers. How many of you all know that I ride for black men better than anybody you know? How many of you all know I support black men on a very consistent basis? I hold it down. Somebody talk black to me. I have nothing but respect for mine. So when the sister said that, I respectfully let her know, of course you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. Duh. But let me tell you something. Me telling Nick Cannon is not dogging Nick out. And black family, I want to say something to you. While Nick turned on Minister Farrakhan, why do you say he turned on Minister Farrakhan? Because the very people and the very organizations that's trying to boss him around are the very ones that labeled our organizations that we love and support and are part of hate groups. Imagine that. The people that have endured a 465-year Black Holocaust, they have the nerve to say to us, you're a hate group. Me encouraging Nick to stand strong and asking him important questions is not me disrespecting mine. When you enlist in the military, let me help you today. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. Let me help you today. I use this analogy often. By the way, I'm taking a sip of my water here from my mug that I got at our store at shopfnq.com. Go to shopfnq.com for all kinds of apparel that we have for you there. Watch this. How many of you all know that when you enlist in the military, It's an acknowledgement that you're about to receive training for war. God, today. Are y'all hearing me? Are we holding court today? When you enlist in the military, it's an acknowledgement that you are about to receive training for war. It is not something you engage in. It's not for the faint of heart. I have family members that engaged in warfare and was a part of the military. We attended some of their numerous ceremonies. It's one of my siblings. She literally made history throughout her military career. During her early years, and I was a little girl then, we went there to see her graduate from, what was it? When she graduated, no. When she graduated from basic training. Watch this. Even though we were there for her graduation, they were still doing drills when we showed up. And I noticed I wasn't raised in a house that when my family, my mother and my maternal grandparents did a bunch of cussing and smoking and drinking. And I mean, I'm not trying to dog on nobody. I'm just saying I wasn't raised like that. We didn't even have cable in our house. When we learned about Martin and all them and Sinead and stuff, we learned it from classmates. And if you happen to be at somebody's house who had cable, God, today. I don't know about y'all, but we had the turn channel. See, I was from Mississippi in an old school family. We didn't even have a dryer. We was hanging out clothes and everything. Y'all play too much. We had one of them old school TVs. What do you call them TVs when you turn the channels? With your hands. Manual. You didn't have a remote. We didn't have no remote control. And because we didn't have cable, it was like 3 channels that we had. And you got black and white. And when it hit, about 9, 10 o'clock at night, the national anthem would come. What y'all know about that? Whether you wanted to go to bed or not, the TV, the channels is good night. And then it was salt and pepper. Shh. There was a sound and a salt and pepper that you saw. What y'all know about that? So I wasn't in no environment. So if I would hear somebody cuss, I was like, ooh. I was a teenager. And as a grown woman, I'm still looking at some of y'all, some of the stuff that y'all say. I'm still like, God, today. Watch this. Somebody say, yeah, analog TV. Y'all help me today. What y'all know about that? And the TV and the phone we had in the front room, y'all play too much. In our kitchen, it was a rotary phone. Y'all play too much. Vicky, I'm 41 and we had a rotary phone. So when we were sneaking trying to call our classmates at night, we couldn't do it too good because that rotary phone, when you turn for every dial, every number, you had to put your finger in that little hole and the thing was so loud. Vicky, I love your energy. Thank you. So we couldn't get away with much because you trying to sneak and call your classmate in the front and the thing talking about, everybody in the house could hear it. And the house was old, so we would walk down the hallway and it was creaking. Y'all don't even know about this. Y'all don't know about this. That's my house that I grew up in. So so all this stuff that y'all people do, I was Lord today. So I wasn't a part of these kinds of worlds and stuff. Where was I even going with all of this? Where am I going with this, y'all? Why did I bring this up? Somebody talk black to me. 2,400 plus of you in the chat. Keep hitting that thumbs up button. Keep liking and sharing. I know where I was going. So when I went to my siblings' drill, so we were there watching them. We were supposed to be there for the graduation, and they were still doing drills, and I was hearing the people cussing them out and stuff. So you blankety blank. I was like, oh God, today. Why am I bringing that up? When I am lovingly asking my brother questions, Nick Cannon, when I'm asking him, well, what about this? And don't you understand that this what? It's not me disrespecting my brother. It's me saying, I know there's a warrior in you. I know there's more greatness in you. I'm saying, brother, you better stand up like a man. You bet not. Somebody put bet not in the chat. That's from the dictionary. I didn't say better not. I know that's how you can say it. Better not. You better not. I could get in trouble in my house too if I said bet not. Because I was raised in my house and where my grandmama was shelling peas. Y'all know about those shelling peas. We didn't have a farm, but people who had a farm would sometimes seasonally bring food in a big old garbage bags. And she would be sitting up there. We have to shell peas. And sometimes she'll just say, well, go get your pen and paper. And we have to sit there and do all of the letters of the alphabet in cursive. Y'all don't even write in cursive no more, do you? So if I said bet not, I would be in trouble. But this is from the dictionary. Y'all, you bet not. Watch this. You better stand up like a man. This is war. And don't you tell me you shouldn't have said that. No, baby. I know there's more in you. Our lives are at risk. There's a changing of the gods. There's a new world coming based on freedom, justice, and equality. The opposite world of white supremacy, of murder, of destruction, of savagery, of wickedness. When they're preparing you for war, those drill sergeants are not there rubbing your back and saying, I hope I don't hurt your feelings. I didn't mean nothing about that. That's right, Dr. Boyce. Shout out to Dr. Boyce in the digital building. Somebody talk black to me. Somebody say, thank God for Dr. Boyce, who's provided a platform for black women's voices. Shout out to you, Dr. Boyce. It's not about when the drill sergeants weren't trying to be quote unquote mean, they were refining and developing a soldier. Baby, what's mean is the battlefield. What's mean is when they're blowing your heads off, when they're pulling you over. What's mean is when they're not giving you the promotion that you deserve and they're keeping opportunities and economics from you. That's what's mean. What's mean is saying I can't breathe and somebody's got their foot on your neck. What's mean is somebody that's illegally coming in your home in the dead of night and they pump 8 bullets through your body while you're naked. Y'all better talk black to me. What's mean is you being in these United States of America in Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is not a state, and it's a large majority number of black folks there, and they can't even vote, and they don't have representation, yet America claims to be a democracy that's representative of the people, but you got a lot of your citizens that can't even vote, and they're paying taxes. What's mean is being poisoned by water. What's mean is not getting reparations. What's mean is you using us Democrats, you using us Republicans, and you refusing to give us quid pro quo. That's what's mean, baby. Shout out to you, Queen Alexis. I love you back. I bless your 1313 1,000-fold. Thumbs up, everybody. What's mean is being strung from a tree. What's mean is being incarcerated for 25 years for nothing. What's mean is the police planting drugs on you and lying in their reports. What's mean is the examiner's office making up stuff about your autopsy in order to cover for the race soldiers that took your life. What's mean is the DAs. What's that swirler's name? What's that vanilla and chocolate ice cream out of Kentucky? Name who hasn't brought charges against Breonna Taylor's killers. Breonna Taylor's killers are still at large. I said Breonna Taylor's killers are still at large, y'all. Somebody talk black to me. Again, family, don't forget to text the word Queens to 31996. Text the word Queens to 31996. And everybody that's here, make sure you're subscribed to FlyNewBeingQueenTV.com. Help us grow together. Are you ready? Thumbs up, and hit that subscribe button. If you're watching us on FlyNewBeingQueenTV.com, if you're watching us on one of the other platforms, please like and share. Like and share. Watch this. I love you back, Candace. Here's funny looking self-named Attorney General Daniel Cameron. Attorney General Daniel Cameron. Look at Daniel Cameron. Attorney General Daniel Cameron. Look at this. Look at Daniel. You see that brother? That's his girlfriend. That's his business. Ain't nobody tripping about his choice. Look at Daniel. That's the attorney general that hasn't brought charges for Breonna Taylor. These are allegedly pictures from his wedding engagement. So he just asked Becky to marry him. This attorney general just asked Becky to marry him. Somebody say justice for Breonna Taylor. These are allegedly pictures of these are pictures that was released from his engagement. Now look at him kissing her right there. Isn't that sweet? Look at how sweet that is. This picture right here, boy, this is the one where he really in love right here. When he kissing her on the forehead, this is how you know he for real. He's smitten. Y'all see that? Watch this. So somebody was saying, well, dog, y'all not gonna let the man, enjoy his engagement. Y'all gonna give the man the business on his wedding again. Yes, let me tell you something. You don't get to witness genocide against Black people and get engaged in peace. Baby, you're not even your photo shoot to myself. You ain't even finna have a photo shoot in peace. No, you can't get engaged in peace while you're killing us. You want us to show respect for you. No! Y'all better stop playing. Okay, if you guys could just turn to the right, just flick your head back like that for your engagement and stuff and just kiss her on the... No, you can't do that in peace. Breonna Taylor's killers are at large. No, honey. No. You sure can't. Watch this. Thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing. By the way, family, make sure that you follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard. I got something to tell you. Follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard. What are they doing with Charlemagne the God? They're demanding he apologize. You know what they're doing? They got Nick to apologize. Y'all list me some names of Black men that have apologized in recent history. Right now, please. I know I'm talking to at least 2,700 plus intelligent Black people. Please list me some of the names of Black men in recent history that have apologized for nothing. I'm waiting. And the rest of you keep liking and sharing. Don't forget, by the way, next Wednesday, y'all, I'm starting the question and answers up again for my mastermind. Somebody said, Snoop, you all know I've been doing the masterminds for a while now, but I'm going to be doing my question and answers live, and I'm going to be dropping some gems. Clubvicky.com. Somebody put that in the chat. Snoop, who else apologized? Kevin Hart, God today. Snoop, Kevin Hart, who else? Tiger Woods, who else, somebody? Allen Iverson, Dwayne Wade, who else, y'all? Terry Crews, I said that. Who else? Deshaun Jackson. Somebody said James Winston. Mark Lamont Hill. Steven Jackson. That's them getting you all to get on your knees. Dwayne Johnson. Tracy Morgan. Keith Ellison. Y'all think about that. Kobe Bryant. What are they doing? They're trying to effeminize the Black man. Can I say something to you? Can I say something to you? I was thinking about their attempts to weaken our people. Can y'all hear me today? I was thinking about how they are trying to attack those within our community. Why they're doing that? To make us vulnerable to them. So that they're making it easy for them to overcome us. Watch this. The latest demand, I just told you, was from who, family? Jonathan Greenblatt of the ADL. This white man is sitting here telling grown Black men with business and companies and employees, who's known all over the world. It doesn't matter that you have all that prestige. It doesn't matter that you have all that money. It doesn't matter that you built a literal billion-dollar empire, Nick. He says Nick Cannon held himself accountable. Charlemagne the God needs to do the same. Under the Trump administration, do you all remember me bringing to your attention repeatedly that the State Department, I'm reading to you now from Free Beacon. This is the cover of that newspaper. Look at that. Y'all see that? How many times have you heard me to discuss this? Somebody said Jesse Jackson. Y'all listen. Watch this. It says State Department spending $92,500, in other words, almost $600,000 to, quote, explore identities of boys and men in Kenya. Thank you. She said, you speak for many of us. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Thumbs up, family. Listen to all these people, black men that have had to humble themselves and get on the knee. Get down. Get on your knee. Watch this. That's not what's written. Black men, you are gods, one with force and power. It's written that every knee will bow and tongue confess, y'all, to the gods, to the real gods. Watch this. Taxpayer-funded study blames terrorism on ideals of masculinity. That's what this piece did. Y'all see that? Taxpayer-funded study blames terrorism on ideals of masculinity. They are breaking down black masculinity right before our eyes when they force you, black man, to apologize for standing like a man and standing on truth and telling the truth. They don't want you to expose them exploiting us. We don't want anybody exploiting us. We don't care what hole you crawl up in, wherever you be, whatever industry. We don't care if it's music, Wall Street, Congress, in education, in the military, Hollywood. Listen, this piece was written in 2018. This is under Trump administration. They gave the award out based on the articles at the end of 2018. And so I've been trying to do follow-up, and I'm going to be reaching out to the State Department. We'll see if they respond to me, because I've been doing my research and I've been trying to find information, and they're being very silent about this now. I want to know exactly what grant, using our very black taxpayer dollars, ended up getting the money. Watch this. The State Department announced a new $600,000 taxpayer-funded study that suggests ideals of masculinity are contributing to terrorism. Watch this. They're concerned about black men rising up as soldiers that can effectively resist imperial forces. The connection with the Kenyan soldiers is the black melanin soldiers. So whatever information that they get, whatever information that they glean from their study in Africa, they plan on using it for our street tribes that you all call sometimes gangs. They are specifically attacking those individuals because they are our warrior class. Somebody else just put a Tavis Smiley name in there. That's exactly right. Somebody else put Steve Harvey. This is out of control. Watch. Keep liking, keep sharing. Keep liking, keep sharing. Whatever platform you're watching us on, we welcome you here. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm typically here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com live weekdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We're so pleased that you have joined us. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram at VickiXDillard, and also subscribe to my page at VickiDillard.tv. VickiDillard.tv. Watch this. Pay attention, and I want you to keep in mind how they have been demanding all of these black men to apologize. Keep in mind they're attacking black masculinity. Listen to what your governments, the Department of Bureau of Counterterrorism, is seeking the nonprofit group to do this. This is a quote. This is a quote, family, from the counterterrorism, the Bureau of Counterterrorism. They're seeking the group to, quote, explore gender identities of boys and men. The proposal states men being tough, heterosexual. This is your government. Aggressive, unemotional, and achieving. Why is the U.S. government using our very U.S. Black taxpayer dollars to study other Black soldiers? The grant is aiming to study those who are tough, heterosexual, aggressive, unemotional, and achieving. It says later, having these traits makes them vulnerable to joining extremist groups. God, today, I said that's your government. And when I did my research to find out what other publications covered it, do you know it was very few that even covered it? Two of the main ones that first sticks out was Fox News and other African publications. Why is it that this is not on the front page of some of your white mainstream news networks? Why aren't they asking why is the Bureau of Counterterrorism, spending taxpayer dollars to study Black men, Black boys and men who they say, are tough, heterosexual, aggressive, unemotional, and achieving? They're saying that they think that makes them more vulnerable to joining extremist groups. Can I tell you why? Can I tell you why? They want to make sure that they have the advantage over us. They have to keep you weakened. So they're letting you know, Black man and Black woman in Black society, that what America fears is a Black masculine man. I'm quoting America. I'm quoting the United States of America State Department's Bureau of Counterterrorism. They are threatened by Black men who are tough, heterosexual, aggressive, unemotional, and achieving. That cancels out Van Jones, Bakari Sellers, who's crying, all of you all that's breaking down. Those of you who are achieving, heterosexual, tough. The first thing that they're studying are tough Black men. So if you ain't that, you ain't no threat. And those of you who are apologizing are no threat. The reason they're mad with the Minister Farrakhan is he will not apologize. He is tough, heterosexual, and we don't mind if we ain't got no problems with you if you're a part of other groups. But I'm telling you, your government, I'm quoting your government here. He is tough, heterosexual, aggressive, unemotional, and achieving. That's who they fear. Now think about the Nick Cannons and the other ones. When Nick showed some Black masculinity, how proud are we when we were able to say, when Nick said, okay, I apologize to you. But Nick flipped the script and he said, guess what? I want the ownership of my billion-dollar brand that I built. And he says, you owe me an apology. That's when they went crazy. And they got even more concerned when they saw that he attended Minister Farrakhan's worldwide address on July 4th. Because when you associate yourself with other Black men, watch this, who have those 5 traits that the State Department's Bureau of Counterterrorism says, who are tough, heterosexual, aggressive, unemotional, achieving. When you're around other Black men like that, they're scared that you're going to start picking up on. Remember those 5 traits. Remember those 5 traits. Remember those 5 traits. And then I want to give you a little bit of history to put this in context. 2,800 plus of you in the chat. Welcome to the Vicky Show. We're so pleased that you are with us today. I'm typically here weekdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com live. We're also aired on several other platforms. So if you're watching us elsewhere, please make sure that you like, that you share, that you follow. We're so pleased that you have joined us. Make sure that you hit that notification bell. I'm going to be doing a private, exclusive mastermind question and answers again. I've been doing this for a while, but I'm getting ready to go back in hard in the paint this Wednesday again. Wednesday evenings, question and answers. I'm going to be able to answer your question, but this is a VIP exclusive group. If you want to be a part of that at a very reasonable rate, I believe it's going to be some gems dropped that's going to change your life personally. Meet us at clubvicky.com. Sign up today. Clubvicky.com. Clubvicky.com. It's going to be an ongoing thing. Clubvicky.com. And again, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at VickyXDillard and follow me on Twitter at DillardVicky. Keep those traits in mind. Remember, we just said this was under Trump's administration. Vicky said, what are those? Somebody just says, what are those 5 traits again? I need my intelligent Black people to put that in the chat, what those traits are. Tough, heterosexual, aggressive, unemotional, and achieving. I see somebody put in there. Thank you, Raymond. Tough. Y'all got that? Heterosexual, aggressive, unemotional, and achieving. Y'all remember that? How many of you all have heard about the Zulus of South Africa? Y'all talk black to me. How many of y'all heard about the Zulus? What y'all know about the Zulus? Vicky, read. I'm reading from Dr. Wesley Muhammad's book, Understanding the Assault on the Black Man, Black Manhood, and Black Masculinity. You can get it at drwesleymuhammad.info. Listen, keeping in mind those traits. Y'all said, yes, y'all know the Zulus, right? Watch this. It says here, under this section that he's discussing this, he says the global strategy, the Samburu, and the Zulu are examples. Watch this. He says here that the American assault on the Black man, his manhood and his masculinity from slavery till today was and is part of a global project. And only by understanding that global project and its methods, what did he say? You've got to understand that the assault on the Black man and its methods. Y'all know I go hard on Black masculinity. That's right, Shaka Zulu. Listen, it's a global project. Watch where I'm going, though. I want to connect the dots. History with modern newspaper. I just read you from a recent newspaper in our day, right? Watch this. The Zulu people were no doubt, y'all listen, the Zulu people of South Africa today are a great people, but the Zulu of pre-colonial Southern Africa were a mighty people. So before the white supremacists came in and invaded and took over through colonialism, they said that the Zulu pre-colonial Southern African was a mighty people. The mighty greatness of the historic Zulu was no doubt at least partly anchored in the peculiar brand of masculinity. Y'all talk black to me. Now you understanding why they want all of you all to wear skirts and dresses and lipstick like me? Now, if that's your thing, fine. But it's another thing when they force it on you. Watch this. I hope you're hitting that thumbs up button. 2,800 plus of you in the chat on the count of 3. Let's hit that thumbs up button. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Welcome those of you that are just coming into the show. I know people are coming in and out. Welcome to the Vicky Show. We're so pleased that you are with us. Watch this. He says that the mighty greatness of the historic Zulu was no doubt at least partly anchored in the peculiar brand of masculinity that anchored Zulu society. The colonial educational officer C.T. Benz lived among the Zulu for 59 years, after which he wrote a book. He wrote the book, The Warrior People. You hearing me? Listen to a quote from the book. I'm reading you a quote right now from the book, The Warrior People, right? He says, throughout his life, the Zulu of the olden times was subjected to a remarkable system of unremitting discipline. But it was a discipline that made him honest, brave, and wise, respectful toward king and neighbor. He was a cunning and daring opponent. Whoa! He's talking about the Zulu. Somebody put Zulu in the chat. See, just saying the word Zulu do something to me. It make my flower pop. Somebody say Zulu. Somebody say Zulu. Watch this. He was a cunning and a daring opponent. A keen logician. God, today. Didn't I tell you that one of the things that makes a black man a provider and a protector for his woman is not just physically and financially protecting her? Those things are both very important because you were born to do that, brothers. It's not that a sister is just a gold digger. It's that that's a part of the way you are meant to be. Watch this. It says he was not only that, he was a keen logician. He was a strategist. He was a tactician. It was that big black brain. Somebody talk black to me. Listen, I'm quoting him. He says he was a consummate diplomatist. Not a mongrel, but a man of repute. Not a debased savage, but an intelligent being. Somebody say Zulu. He was, in short, a man of right with an undeniably just and overwhelming strong claim to be dealt with as such. God, today, I love me some black men. I love me some black men. My black brothers, my black fathers, my black uncles, our black lovers. Listen, when you in your right mind, brothers, when you're operating like you're supposed to, not when you're apologizing because your open enemy who murders and kills you and steals from you tells you to bow the knee. Listen, talking about the Zulus. Don't forget those traits that America is threatened by. It says he's a man of right with an undeniably just and overwhelmingly strong claim to be dealt with as such, even by his conquerors and every other white man living in Africa. God, today. That's a quote from the book, The Warrior People. Watch this next quote. Dr. Muhammad says now, I'm not quoting the book now, but listen to what Dr. Wesley says. He said that this Zulu masculinity made the Zulu kingdom the chief threat to the advancement of white supremacy in Africa. Who was the chief threat to white supremacy? See, if you're not a white supremacist, then it's not for you. We ain't talking about you. But if this is you, what did it say? Who was the chief threat, y'all, to white supremacy in Africa? This peculiar masculinity. Not all the men was like this, but these Zulus and stuff. About these Zulus. Black thing. Just saying Zulu. This rose, this flower on me just keep popping. Thumbs up, keep liking and sharing. Again, clubvicky.com to join my exclusive mastermind class live Wednesday. This is for an exclusive group, clubvicky.com. And don't forget our store at shopfnq.com. Watch this. He says now, James Gump writes, this is another author, quote, a defensible, self-governing white dominion could not, a defensible self-governing white dominion could only exist if black resistance was eliminated. That's the purpose of trying to weaken the black man, make him apologize, make you docile. Quote, a defensible self-governing white dominion could only exist if black resistance was eliminated. The Zulu kingdom, somebody say, calm down, flower. Somebody talk black for me. Watch this. Listen, listen. The Zulu kingdom represented the principal African obstacle. Watch this quote. Shout out to you, what is it? Aliyah. She said, "You are everything." Oh, my beautiful woke queen. We love you. I love you back. I'll fight you about who loves who more. I love you back. And thank you for your kind words. And thank every single one of you that are financially supporting FlyNewBeingQueenTV.com. I want you to know that whatever you sow into this network, the executives here, they turn right back around and invest it back into this network. Thank you so much. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing. Listen, pre-colonial Zulu manhood was not just about martial prowess. You understand that? But had a moral conscience. God today. And put a premium on integrity. That stuff that Donald Trump's fragile self is engaged in, and those like him, they call them the white nationalists, these white supremacists and stuff. If that's not you, then baby, I ain't talking about you. We don't see them as the acme and the epitome of manhood because they have power and money. That's part of it. That's important. That's why we tell you, black men and black women, to start your own business. Go to flynubianbusiness.com. Somebody put Fly Nubian Business in the chat. Help to start building your own self. Own something. Somebody say own. Watch this. This peculiar masculinity was not only good physically, martially, in martial arts. Watch this. What did I say? He had a moral conscience. See, Donald Trump don't have no moral conscience. And put a premium on integrity. Watch this. I'm going to butcher this man's name. As Igodu, last name is spelled Uchendu, remarks. Watch what this other scholar says. Quote, listen to what they're saying about the Zulu men. The preferred masculinity by Zulu standards combined martial prowess with honesty, high morality, as shown in the absence of premarital penetrative sexual interactions with the female subject, loyalty, aggressiveness. God, today, do you all remember those 5 traits? Under Donald Trump's administration that they said they're studying in black men and boys? Wasn't that one of the traits? Aggressiveness? Y'all listen. Are y'all paying attention? Somebody say these Zulus. I said these Zulus. Y'all, please. Aggressiveness, a sense of responsibility. Thank you. Courage, self-reliance, athleticism, alertness, endurance, God, and absence of emotions. Now I'm going to ask you again. Your State Department, God, today, hear me, Charlemagne the God, hear me, Nick Cannon. Your State Department recently said that they are spending your very black taxpayer dollars under the Bureau of Counterterrorism to do what, family? To study these 5 traits in black boys and men who are tough, heterosexual, unemotional, and achieving. Doesn't that sound like the modern day Zulu they're worried about? Those traits are the traits that the most powerful nation in the world is worried about. Law, thank you for your gift. I love you, Queen Mother Yaya. I love you back. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Thumbs up, family. Shout out to Dual. She's got the link in the chat for you, our chief moderator. I hope she don't get mad at me for saying this, but it's Dual's birthday. She gonna get me. Can y'all tell our chief moderator who keeps things in check? How many of y'all know that when you're watching mainstream traditional outlets, when there's commercials on there, when there's important information that you need to have, she's that for us here. She helps to keep order. Somebody say shout out and happy birthday. She helps black media run well. Y'all listen. I know I digressed, but that was a good digression. Keep liking and sharing. Mwah. Listen. That peculiar masculinity, y'all. Here's a picture of some of the training, some of the Zulus on this photo. Y'all see that? Watch this. Watch this. Keep liking and sharing. Some of you don't understand that this attack to make black men apologize is to make you submissive. It's to weaken you. It's to make you compliant. Guess what I did? Y'all know I can be nerdy sometimes. I like to give y'all a lot of information, but this is the place for intelligent black people. Somebody say intelligent black people. I looked up the etymology of the word docile because I use that word often on this show. Watch this. Docile means to make ready to accept control or instruction. Y'all listen to me right quick. The word docile, because this is what they're trying to do. The word docile means docile means ready to accept. Docile means ready to accept control or instruction. Ooh, that's dangerous. So I studied the etymology of even the word docile. I gave you the definition there, rather. But I studied where the word came from. It comes from a Latin word that means to teach. Did you all read where Nick said that he was getting ready to sit down to listen to all of their teachers, to listen to some of their teachers, the people that accused him? He's getting ready now to sit down with some of their scholars. Don't forget, Nick had a show called Nick's Cannon's Class, where he brought on some of the top black scholars in the world. Nick, as I referred to you earlier in the week, bragged about the book Message to the Black Man that was written by, arguably some would say, one of the greatest black men that ever walked the planet, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Nick discussed our scholar and now ancestor, the beautiful Dr. Frances Cress Welsing's books, The ISIS Papers, The Keys to the Color. Nick interviewed some of our great experts like Professor Griff. Nick interviewed too many other experts and black minds. Somebody put their names in the chat. But now he was saying how he's ready to sit down to learn from their scholars. I believe in studying a number of different things. But are you doing that so that you can take their scholarship over our own? The word docile comes from the Latin word which means to teach. They're making you docile so that they can teach you. What does it mean, family? I'm talking about mind control. Cheryl says, remember, Queen Nerdy is good. Thank you. Mwah. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Listen. Mind control, them being able to teach you, is how you are remote controlled. How many of you all know the TV I told you that I grew up with, the analog television, where you had to physically get up there and turn the channel? I made physical contact with the television. Nowadays, we have remote controls. There's some distance between the two, right? While there's some distance, and you don't see the obvious connection like the contact of my hand with that channel turner. And by the way, I was broke off. We had to use pliers at one time. Let me just tell you the truth. I'm being real. I'm a girl from Mississippi. The thing on the TV, whatever that thing is, broke off. And we end up having to use pliers. Watch this. When you have a remote control, no, you're not physically. No, there's not the physical chains. But the remote control is having the exact same type of effect as me touching that knob on that analog channel. You thinking you look like you free. God, today that's good. Did you all hear what I just said? You look like you free. That remote control, that Wi-Fi, y'all play too much. You may not be able to see the visible connection. Shout out to you. Somebody else said y'all had to use hangers to turn. Y'all don't know about that. Y'all know about that. Listen. Because you look like you free. But you being remote controlled because who has access to your mind? It's about mind control. It's how you're remote control. You can't see the obvious connection. But I'm pleased to be here to help connect the dots. Somebody black, talk black to me. The docile mind. What did I just tell you? That the definition of the word docile means? Docile means ready to accept control. Nick, when you run over there real quick and say, let me meet with you. Y'all teach me. I can't wait to hear from your scholars. I'm so sorry again. Let me learn of you again. Let me do. No. Docile means what? Ready to accept control or instruction. Don't you know you are the original creator? You are used to looking everywhere. You are used to looking outside yourself. And the answer and the genius and the power. Nick, you're the one who said and acknowledged that Viacom, they were able to benefit off of your billion-dollar company. LeBron James, Tiger Woods, y'all list some other ones. You guys make that work. You make them rich. You're the secret sauce. If you can do that for them, if we can build all of America, if we can do that for everybody else, y'all, are we not worthy to do it for ourselves? Somebody talk black to me. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I was communicating with my brother, Red Pill. Y'all may not know my brother, Red Pill. He goes by L. Fillmore too. One of the things that he messaged me today, and he gave me his permission to say this to you. Don't forget, family, clubvicky.com, clubvicky.com, family. And don't forget to check out our store at shopfnq.com, where you can get apparel and all kinds of other stuff. Watch this. He said to me, I'm quoting him, concerning my show today, he said, they're exposing their weaknesses and others who support the weak. He says, keep in mind, Vicky, this whole war is epsilon males versus alpha males. Epsilon, Epsilon. He said that he remembers Dr. Wesley Muhammad, this very scholar that I'm quoting from here. He said that Dr. Wesley Muhammad is the one who gave him that word to put in his lexicon. He said again, he says, Vicky, keep in mind, Vicky, this whole war is epsilon males versus alpha males. He said, Tupac said it best, quote, it's a war between punks and riders. God, today. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He was at Farrakhan's farm and he denounced him just like that. I didn't say that. My brother Red Pill said it, and he gave me permission to quote him. I'm not here to dog my brother. Nick Cannon. We all, different people are weaker and stronger than others. But this is what I want to say to you, Black family. I want you to listen to me real good. I want us not to dog out Nick. I want us to strengthen him. Yes, there might be a grace that he needs to receive from us. But I was challenging my brother because I know that there's a warrior and there's a king in him, because that's the reason why he made him mad in the first place. But let me tell you something. While we're looking at Nick, I want you, because I have to do this myself, check yourself to see what areas in your life you might be compromising. Let's not just point out Nick. Let's say to ourselves, because we're at war and because they're constantly attacking us and because this thing is escalating, ask yourself, say, wait a minute, what am I made of? Ask yourself, is there some areas in my own life where I'm compromising with the system that's murdering me? Now, we know that we're inextricably engaged in white supremacist systems, to where we're doing business with some of them. We're making decisions. That's not what I'm talking about, family. But I'm talking about there are some critical areas. I'm saying there are some foundational things that you might need to ask yourself, are you vulnerable to? I believe in challenging Nick by encouraging him. And that's not for everybody to do. But I also believe that we ought to be looking at ourselves. Do y'all hear me? I want us to look at ourselves to say, you know what? I better get in the gym. I better start training. I better maybe get my side hustle together. Go to flynubianbusiness.com. Somebody put Fly Nubian Business in there. Somebody said, well, maybe I need to connect myself with other powerful Black people and other organizations to strengthen us. And don't confuse me challenging my brother with me dogging my brother. I'm not here to dog Nick. I'm saying, get up, Black man. Stand on your square. Whose planet is this that we share with others? That's what Vicky is saying. I'm saying there's more in you, Nick. Get up. Somebody said to me, there's more than what meets the eye. I know that. I'm sure there's some other things that may be working behind the scenes. That's what somebody else said to me. But let me tell you something. Let me do my front end work too. I'm saying I believe in you. I said I believe in you. I said you've got what it takes. Did y'all hear what I just said? And I'm going to read one more quote from my brother. He don't even know I'm doing this. I don't even know if he's even watching the show, but I saw this beautiful quote from another brother today. This is not about dogging Nick. This is about saying we know that we have what it takes to build and to stand together and to resist. What does it say? And he will what? Resist. And he will what, family? Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. I saw this quote earlier today, and I like to lost my mind when I read this. This is my brother, dear brother Derek. His name is Brother Derek. Watch this. I saw this. He posted this today. He says, you cannot write a check big enough to purchase my manhood. Every Black man should think this way. No Black woman is safe if we don't. I didn't say it. He did. This brother is a community leader. He says, you cannot write a check big enough to purchase my manhood. Every Black man should think this way. No Black woman is safe if we don't. Is Vicky dogging her brother? No, my goal is to strengthen him and the rest of you. The Zulu masculinity that made the Zulu kingdom the chief threat to the advancement of white supremacy in Africa. Quote, a defensible, self-governing white dominion could only exist if Black resistance was eliminated. I'm going to give you one example before we go. One more example. Can you stay with me just 3 or 4 more minutes? Can you stay with me 3 or 4 more minutes? That's it. I'm serious, family, because I got to get ready to go. Thumbs up, though. Can you give me thumbs up? Keep liking and sharing, would you? Thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing. Text the word Queens to 31996. Thank you for your gift, Lynette. Spook TV. Spook says, great show, Vicky. Thank you, beloved. Listen. One of the other ways that they attack us, they've attacked us. I'm reading from chapter 14, where it says dope and weed, manufacturing the deadhead. That's what Dr. Wesley calls this section. Watch this. He says here on page 236, he says, but this mafia dope flooding Black neighborhoods was actually CIA dope. At least CIA protected dope. The mafia was the middleman, and Lee and Shayla note, quote, heroin that was pumped into America's Black and brown ghettos often passed through the contraband networks controlled by mobsters who moonlighted as CIA hitmen. Y'all, I'm giving y'all some heavy stuff, as y'all say sometimes. Listen, the U.S. heroin problem was not created by the Italian mafia. It was created by American intelligence agencies. Alfred W. McCoy documents in his vital and mammoth work, The Politics of Heroin, CIA Complicity in the Global Drug Trade, written in 1991. That's a book I'm quoting from now, listen, or referring to. It says that the U.S. drug problem was nearly extinguished during World War II due to the logistical impossibility of international shipping and smuggling caused by the war. Y'all better listen. The global drug trade fell into disarray, causing a forced withdrawal, and the number of American addicts dropped meteorically from 200,000 in 1924 to a tenth of that, 20,000, in 1944 through 1945. But American intelligence agencies intervened and revived the drug trade. I'm going somewhere. I'm talking about the modern Zulu. Thumbs up, thumbs up. The Office of Naval Intelligence sprung the mafia boss, Lucky Luciano, y'all done heard about that, from prison in 1946 and deported him and 100 other mobsters back to Sicily, where they immediately revived the heroin trade. All with the support and protection of the OSS and later CIA. Because of this joint OSS/CIA mafia venture, the number of American addicts rose again from 20,000 in 1945 to 60,000 in 1952 to 50,000 in 1965. Y'all keep liking and sharing. Along with the mafia, Italian mafia in Sicily, the CIA helped restore and empower the Corsican syndicate in France. There's a lot of information related to that. I want y'all to listen to this. I've got to skip down here. I'm skipping. Black America's first drug crisis, heroin, was a CIA mafia venture, just as Black America's second drug crisis, crack, was a CIA Contra venture. Both ventures authorized by the White House. Who were they authorized by? The White House. This is another reason, Joe Biden, This is another reason, Donald Trump, this is another reason, America, we say cut the check. This is why we're demanding reparations, in addition to chattel slavery, in addition to sharecropping, in addition to convict leasing, in addition to Jim Crow, in addition to the new Jim Crow. Don't forget this element. It was authorized by the White Houses. Listen. Both of Black America's drug crisis, right? Both the heroin and the crack. Watch this. And this is how the Nation of Islam and the mafia first ran afoul of each other. Can I give y'all a little history that they ain't gonna teach you in class? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Nation of Islam waged a phenomenally effective war on drugs in these same Black communities targeted by the mafia with their CIA protected drugs. Did you all know that, Black family? Elisha Muhammad freed many Black men and women from heroin addiction, and this cut into the mafia's very lucrative business. This is not just us saying it. As Lucene and Desmond observe, y'all know other folks have to confirm this for some of you all to believe. Y'all don't like to just believe what we say. Y'all feel better when other folks confirm this, especially when they're vanilla. Y'all feel comforted when somebody white co-signs you. You feel comforted when a white person brings you into their media outlet and gives you a position. You feel comforted when you when you're a CEO for their companies. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, but when you dog out what's Black, y'all listen to me. As Lucene and Desmond observe, let's quote them. Quote, the Black nationalist organization, the Nation of Islam, NOI, found many of its recruits in the clutches of heroin addiction and grew from a small religious group into one of the major organized forces in the community of the period. With amazing success, the NOI turned hundreds of addicts into disciplined Muslims and members of the growing nationalist group. A showdown between the mafia and the Nation of Islam was inevitable, and the CIA had a dog in the fight. Somebody say the modern Zulus. Did y'all know that? Vicky, get out of here. The Honorable Marcus Garvey. What did the Honorable Marcus Garvey say? And I want to leave this with you. I want to leave this with you. I want to leave this with you. As you keep liking and sharing, make sure that you share this broadcast out to everybody that you know. Let everybody that you know say, tune in to the Vicky Show on flynubianqueentv.com weekdays at 6:30. Don't just be sitting up here talking about Don Lemon's show is on. Chris Cuomo, Joy Reid, Al Sharpton, Rachel Maddow, Tucker Carlson with his fishing vacation self right now, Laura Ingraham. Ask them, say, have you heard about flynubianqueentv.com? They say, Fly Nubian Queen. Yeah, you look at them like that, Chris. Say, yeah, Fly Nubian Queen. You don't know about flynubianqueentv.com? Talk like to me. You don't know about that network? Watch this. Go to flynubianbusiness.com to start your business, flynubianmoney.com if you want to learn how to invest. Those links are in the chat. My mastermind exclusive VIP starts up again in terms of question and answers. I've been doing it for a while, but I'm getting ready to do the question and answers again, and I'll drop some jewels there at clubvicky.com. Watch this. The Honorable Marcus Garvey. Oh, that great Black man. Up, you mighty nation. You can accomplish what you will. Don't you ever let them make you apologize for being a man. You are extraordinary. You are necessary. You are valuable. And no, I'm not going to sit here and cry with you. And we don't need you to apologize. You are creators. You are gods, meaning one with force and power. Get going. Up, you mighty nation. You can accomplish what you will. I love you all to pieces. Thank you so much. This has been an extraordinary time, and this is my bliss, my joy. And I humbly thank you for tuning into the Vicky Show on FlyNubianQueenTV.com. Make sure that you subscribe and that you hit to receive all notifications, because I'm not the only queen here, and I want you to be notified when they go live from time to time. Follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard. Go to my website if you want to check out a little bit about who I am at MissVickyTV.com. MissVickyTV.com. I bow to you. You are extraordinary. You are so special, and you are changing the world up. You mighty nation. You can accomplish what you will. Mwah.